Hello everyone and welcome back to part 3 of the Skip McGuines career mode, and today we will be going for a top 18 finish at Gateway in the number 20 car for AHR Racing. So let's get right into this at Gateway. Now I have never, even in online play and everything, I've never raced at Gateway on this game before, so this could get interesting. We started out with a 23rd, I believe, 22nd or 23rd in the first race at Atlanta. Then the second race at Charlotte, racing for Spencer Boyd's car, we had a very strong 12th place. Took a little bit of a step back in the 92 for Regan Smith at Dover. Hoping we can build off and start some momentum here at Gateway Motorsports Park. Here we go. Let's just get right into the qualifying. Now this could be very interesting, being that I've never raced here on this game before. Driving for Austin Hill, and I've already hit the wall on my... Oh man. Okay, so this could get interesting. Now today's race might not be Skip McGuinness's best, because I really have no idea what speed I should be going into the corners at. This could be ugly. So also the Xbox Live thing, where I was trying to make it exclusive for subs, but I mean, we'll throw in a couple other people, and if they're misbehaving on the server, I'll boot them. That will be done probably tonight, it looks like. Not a guarantee, but probably tonight. I'll put up a video a couple hours before, just so you guys can know. So maybe if you're interested in being a part of it and you got Xbox, just turn on my notifications just for one night so you can see. As this lap was a mess. Let's just see if we beat anybody. We actually did. We got 18th. I feel like the times where I feel like I did awful on my laps, I do great. And the times I feel like I did great, I'm starting like 29th. Wow, and there were some slow laps. Christopher Bell gets the pole. 38 seconds. I didn't realize how slow this track is. And then Spencer Boyd, 46.382. That team is probably praying I take their ride next year. Well, we're starting alongside Tyler Young. I don't know how long this race is. Of course, we've got stages on. 3 laps here in stage number 1. Because, of course, at the very beginning, I forgot to put stages on. And I almost get up into the marbles to start. 18th is the spot where I need to be to get to meet the goal, and that's where I qualified. So hopefully I can improve on my starting position. Don't want to be too aggressive early. Probably enough gas to get her done today, but I gotta stop getting into cars because I've already got 6% aero damage. A point that I don't want to be at right now, and now as I get into Todd Gilliland, it's probably going to get even worse. I might do, depending on how long this race goes, I might do a second race. So, I mean, now, you know by the length of the video, probably. As we're going to try to get by Austin Wynn Self, maybe grab our first stage points here. If we could get by him and Cindric, and we accelerate past Self, ram into the back of Austin Cindric, I want some stage points. Skip McGuinness, but a big bobble through turn 2. I don't know if I'm going to get it now. And a big run coming from, is that JJ Yaley? I think so. We're going to one last dive, but I don't think it's going to work. Can we get a draft here? That close to stage points in stage 1, but that means we got something to build on for the rest of this race. 11th in the stage. Remember, I don't have the legend difficulty in the career mode. I have hard on right now. Christopher Bell takes the stage. Let's just get right into this. Just need one position for stage points, and we are 7 to the good in terms of getting a goal in this number 20 car. Green flag is back out. 4 laps this time in this stage, so even more time for me to make up some positions or possibly falter, as I'm going to get loose after ramming into the back of Gregson. I am in 10th right now, and I'm sorry, Ryan Truex, I got just like hooked to that 16. Now I'm back to 11th as Austin Wayne Self is on the inside. See if there's some way that I can sneak by. I don't mean to hit you, Truex. Can he save it? I think he did in the rearview mirror. Alright, we're in 9th. Like to get a couple more stage points. 3 to go. And we go right up into the wall. Here comes Yaley on the outside. Here comes another car that's Self, and now I'm going to be outside the top 10 again. How much aero damage do I have? Wow, that thing is orange. The engine is not looking too good either. It's already at 6%. Aero is at 12. I actually would consider pitting if I could trust that I could make it through the field rather quickly. I don't know for sure, though, because I don't want to put myself at risk of missing the goal. Because I have made every goal so far. Close on a couple, but as final lap of the stage, going a little too hard into the corner. Now we're way up there. Gonna try to keep this off the wall. I do. Austin Wayne Self has a huge run coming down the backstretch behind us. Just want to defend and get my first stage point. I was hoping I could get a little more in this stage, but this car does have some damage that I've decided I'm not going to pit. I was thinking about it, but you know, maybe too much of a risk. I am going to get my first stage point, so Skip McGuines with his first ever stage point in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, slotting in 10th place, taking the single point. Chase Briscoe takes this stage. Christopher Bell falls to 6th. And now the dominating ThorSport teammates of Crafton and Rhodes this season run 2nd and 3rd. As you see, I did not pit. We're going to restart. Probably about 10 to go, I'd say. Maybe a little less. Actually 10. Okay. Now, what can we do? Once I start a full truck season, when I'm running full time, I'm going to make the races longer probably. I'd probably go up here from 13 to 25% and then just do one race per video. Just to add a little more excitement. That was a nice restart, but now we're going to lose a little bit of that ground as we get a little loose. Christopher Bell passes us back for 7th. I think this is the first time I've raced with Christopher Bell now. Well, the first time Skip has. Way too hard. I'm going to save it somehow, but Friesen's going to come by. Trying to hold off Self and Cindric. This is almost like Dale Jr. blocking. Now I got to block 3 lines. What a run from Gregson on the outside. They're all going to get by here. Darn it. Come on, come on, come on. Remember, the career best finish so far is 12th. And that came in the second race at Charlotte. Because I'm trying to think now. I didn't look at the schedule. I think that, like, on a regular truck season, this is around late June-ish. I think this is the weekend NASCAR goes to Sonoma, so... Or it's that off weekend the Cup Series has. Between Michigan and Sonoma. I don't really know. Nice lap there, almost eclipsing the 37s. Still no comparison to what some of these truck drivers were running in qualifying. Let's see what my fastest lap was. Actually, I ran a 37 earlier in the race. That's probably before the damage, one of the first laps of the day. So we're going to try to hang on to 9th. Cody Coughlin has climbed to 10th. As I believe across the line now, 7 to go. 6 to go, actually. I want to see if there's some way that I could get to Friesen and Christopher Bell. But really, it's the opposite. They're pulling away, and Cody Coughlin is slowly, like a 10th per lap, closing in on me. He's now within 4/10 of me. I want to secure a top 10. That would be a big milestone, but Coughlin might actually get by me through 1 and 2. Try to shut the door. And I must have driven it hard because I gained almost 3/10 of a second on Bell and Friesen there. Now it's back to normal. Gateway, the only track that's an oval that has rumble strips on it. Phoenix did years ago before they made the dogleg an area you could actually race on. That used to be a grassed over area. They used to have rumble strips, and I mean, I actually forgot about Martinsville. But it's kind of weird to see them through the corners. This is a very unique track, and I'd always like to see the Cup Series race here. Because this is really different than any other track. It has some similarities to Darlington in some ways. Also to Indianapolis, though, because the corners are extremely long. And you could also compare it to New Hampshire. But it's a long track, too, and I didn't even realize Austin Cindric is now right in the rearview mirror. And we're going to get into the wall. Oh, man. Trying to block Cindric the best we can to try to secure this 9th place finish. Friesen and Bell are now 3 seconds ahead. And whoa, man. Trying to hang on to this. Alright, so we're back to 11th. 12th. Come on, come on, come on. 2 to go. Really just drove it in there as hard as I could. Tyler Young, there's Quapple out of absolutely nowhere. See if I could, I want to see if I could draft Young and try to make a move on he and Truex at the end. I am just going to do the one race today. Possibly another this weekend. I'm also going to try to keep up with some of the basketball stuff on this channel. And the Progressive Cup Series race, I'm already a couple laps into that. Will definitely, Watkins Glen is just 10 laps because, you know, it's a very big track, as you'll see. I will not, that will be out next weekend, as Quapple is going to try to get by, and Tyler Young. Now I got to try to secure and hang on to my top 18 finish. This one is turning into a mess. We're going to drive it in hard. Try to get by Noah Gragson. I think we can. So, still not the career best finish. And it's going to be a 15th. I was hoping for better. I was in position for 9th with like 2.5 to go, but just didn't happen. Which really stinks. 96 speed rating. And I guess I did race here once online because it says a previous speed rating. 15th place. I guarantee you either Crafton or Rhodes got the win. Just watch. Yep, Ben Rhodes wins. Crafton ends up 4th. I think that's his 2nd worst finish of the season. And we're only 5 points between Brian Dowza and 12 behind Matt Mills. And I haven't even hot seated in either of those cars, so they've made every start this season. So we'll just finish. And I'm just going to preview if I have a hot seat so you can see what the next race is, but obviously it's going to change. They'll keep me in mind for a ride next season. Let's see what this takes us to. A Friday night race. Let's see. Iowa, maybe? I don't know what that is. That's Iowa. And right now, it's Tyler Young. But that could probably change. Asking for a top 15 finish. A 4-star team. But that is going to wrap up today's vid. This is WUB Network signing off. We'll see you next time.